So I recently submitted 52 Pokemon cards, and 90% of them I pulled out of my own packs. I was pack pulling, cracking up packs, and these are the best of the best cards that I've done so far in my collecting, and I wanted to give grading a chance. So I ended up going with CGC because it was by far cheaper per card, and a lot of these cards I just want to display in my house. So it's not that I'm trying to sell them. If I want to sell them, I do think PSA is a great choice, although it's so expensive. You have to pay, to get the $14 or $13 per card, you have to be in the collector's club, and the collector's club is like $150 to. So it ends up being like $15, $16 a card. Plus they charge you insurance and all this other BS add-on stuff. I don't know. I'm a hater, I guess. I'm just not a fan of that. With CGC, I ended up averaging, even after shipping and insurance and everything else, it was under $10 a card to get these graded. If you do the bulk, if you have to grade, you do have to grade at least 50 cards to get the bulk pricing. But it was super fast. God damn. Hella fast. So here is the list of cards. I'm going to be hiding the grades and I'll be revealing them one by one. We'll go through each one. We'll look at the card. You'll see when you click on the card, not only does it show you the actual card, you can click on it and you can it actually zooms in and you can check out the physical card. You can see here why I think it got an 8.5. I see the whiting on the walls there. I probably shouldn't have got this one graded. But card number 2, Ghastly, 9.5. Love this card. I'm a huge Gengar fan, so the fact that this Ghastly not only has Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar on it, it also has Meowth over there. Super cool card. Temporal Forces, one of the alt cards at the end of the deck. 9.5, awesome. I wish it was a 10, but still cool. Card number 3, we got the Charmander. So I bought this one. I sent it sealed. For those of you who don't know, this is a promo card, so it comes sealed. Like, it comes in a little plastic wrap, similar to like a Pokemon pack, right? You have to pick up the flap and open it. I didn't really look at the card that much before I sent it in. I just really like this card. This is a card I want to display. I think it's super cute. Charmander with his face pressed against the window. I really like it. And so I got it graded an 8. Okay. Oh, by the way, the Mew card is worth about $20. The Ghastly card's worth about $30 now, sell value. And this Charmander card went from an $8 card to maybe a $20 card for me. The 8 is not very desirable. Now, this 8 is a Venusaur. This is the alt art on the Pokemon 151 English version. I pulled this card myself. I bought the pack brand new at Costco. So I'm a little disappointed in this. I thought the card was actually in much better condition than this. I see the little things up at the top of the card now, and maybe I dropped it or something, but that should have been a 10. I got that. I pulled that. You could see a video. I did a whole video on that. Gengar. This is a card I bought on TCG Player. I'm a Gengar fan, so I've been buying like Gengar cards that are between $5 and $15. I don't want to go too crazy with Gengar cards, but this is probably one of my more expensive Gengar cards. But by the way, that Venusaur card is worth about $35 now. It's actually probably worth about the same it was worth raw. Like, that Venusaur getting an 8 was not great. Same thing with this card. It was probably worth $10 before, and now maybe it's worth 20. Keep going. Here was the big. This was a hit for me. This was a card I pulled from Twilight Masquerade. I bought a booster box. This was one of the cards that got pulled out of it. For those of you who don't know, it's all art. And I think without it being graded, don't quote me on this, I think it's like a $20 card, something around there. But being a 10 mint now, it's probably closer to like a $90 card. There's not a lot of these graded in 10. So pretty stoked about that. And again, I don't want to sell this card. I think this card looks awesome. It's a really cool looking card, so I'm gonna display it. Number 7, Growlithe. I actually have 2 of these cards. I only sent one in for grading. The other one I have is just as good condition as this one, so I can always throw it in if I want to. Again, I like the full art cards. I knew it was in good shape. I knew I pulled it. Before pulling it, I think it's like a $10. I think it's like a $10, $15 card, not graded, but now that it's a 10, I think it's closer to $40 sell value on that one. Oh, right. This is a card I don't even like. I don't like this style of Pokemon card. I don't like the poly. I just don't like it. I'm not a big fan. But this is probably one of the most expensive cards I got back as far as like value and money. Before, I think it's like a $20 card, maybe $25, $30 card raw, but now it's a 10, it's probably closer to $80. And who knows, that could go up and down, But I'm not a fan of the card. Card is Perrin, also Twilight Masquerade. I opened up a lot of Twilight. You're going to see a lot of 151 and a lot of Twilight in this video. She's like a $10 card. Now she's like a $30 card. Trainers, I think I just threw it in there because I knew it might be worth some money. Not a lot of people grade trainers, but I don't really necessarily love the card myself. All right, this one I was really disappointed because I pulled it pack fresh, and I knew this was a little rare of a card, especially from Perrin, I'm pretty sure. But it's now worth, the Perrin is worth about 30 graded as a 10. This one graded as an 8.5 is only probably like $25 or something, not much. But a way cooler trainer, in my opinion, because at least... All right, moving to Meow, or Mew. I was thinking about Meow. So this is my Mew 25 years. I bought this one on TCG Player because I have the whole Celebrations Master deck, and this is my Mew for my Master deck. So I have all 25 cards for the Celebrations. And since this is the most expensive card in the deck, I decided to go ahead and grade this one just because I needed to get 50 cards. So Gem Mint 9, really nice. What do I have in my notes here? It was worth about $20 before. It's worth about $25 now is basically what I did, maybe more, but not a huge one. But now at least it's graded, and this is an older card. It's a 2021 card. A lot of the cards you've been seeing so far are like newer cards. Say new, like this is a 2023 card, right? So this is awesome. What's cool is I actually just pulled the other Zapdos all art yesterday. I wish I had pulled it prior to, but I had the more expensive one. But this being a gem, it was worth about $10 before, maybe 15, 20. Now it's worth about 45. So that's a nice come up. I don't love the card. I love the Pokemon though. I like the all art way better. All right. Again, a trainer. I love the grade. I love the actual trainer. I love that it's got the Jigglypuff in there, but it's not worth much. This is not worth a lot of money. It was this Paldea Evolve now, $10 card prior to grading. Maybe it's like a $20 card now, maybe more. I was a little conservative with my values. A lot of the values you'll hear me say are like, I was looking up eBay sold. In case you're wondering where am I getting these numbers from, I'm looking at eBay sold. If you go to price charting, some of these prices are way higher. But I think eBay sold is like so this is probably one of my best cards. What's funny is I actually pulled another one of these just 2 days ago. So I actually have 2 of these cards now, both Japanese, from the Japanese 151. And what's cool about Japanese cards is that sometimes I think the printing on them and the way they make them are actually better than the US cards. So visually they're cooler. You just can't read what they say. But I have 2 of these now, one in a CGC 10 and then one just raw. And so I might sell the raw one since I already have one graded, but or vice versa. But this went from a $20 card to I wrote 20 here. I feel like it's worth a ton more than that. Oh, that's the English one. Oh no, the special art. It went from a $20 card to an $80 card. So pretty happy about that. And they're selling for $80 on eBay right now. So again, this is the values I'm giving you. That $80 price is like what people literally have bought them for in the last month. And then those prices can change over time. Next card, so I guess I got another Blastoise coming up. You'll see. But Psyduck, this was a card I just kind of threw in there because again, I like the card. It's really not worth much money. The Psyduck prior to grading is probably a $5 card, maybe a little bit more. Now it's a $20 card. As I give you these values, you'll notice, so this is, again, really disappointing. Like the Venusaur and this Blastoise both came from that Costco bundle I bought. I went straight from pulling them out of the pack into sleeves, into hard sleeves, and I'm just really disappointed that I got 8s on both this and the Venusaur. That was unexpected. So this went from a $20 card and it kind of stayed a $20 card. All right, probably one of my favorite cards I own, definitely in my top 10. Remember, I'm a huge Gengar fan. A 9 is cool. I was, again, hoping for a 10. This is another one I pulled. I bought a booster box of Temporal Forces, and this was one of the cards that came out of that booster box. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel on this pull if you want to. Tyranitar 9, again, a little disappointing. Bought this from Costco, brand new. Pulled it myself. Disappointed with the 9. All this stuff comes directly out of the packs into here, so it's a little disappointing that I got a 9. So the Gengar went from a $10 card to a $30 card. That was the last one. And then Tyranitar here basically stayed at I think it was like it varies from $30 to $40, and it doesn't seem like grading it of a 9 really messes with the price much, so it's still like a $30 to $40 card. But this is a card where I would definitely display this card. Love the card. Love the Pokemon as well. In my top 10, this is in my top probably 5 cards that I own. The Sleeping Pikachu, Paldea Evolved. It's the alt art. Again, pulled it myself from a Costco pack. Again, kind of disappointed I didn't get a 10. This one went from a $40 card to like a $50 card. All right, this was a nice one, right? Anytime you can get a 10 Charizard, I mean, it's Charizard, right? I don't necessarily love this Charizard card. I have way cooler Charizard cards, but this is one of the ones that is worth a lot of money. And so prior to grading, it's about a $40 card, I think, around there. And then now it added an extra $20. So it'll make up for some of those worse upgraded graded cards. All right, this was probably in the top 3 biggest surprises. This is a card I bought on TCG Player for about $8 or so. I want to say maybe $8-10. I bought it about 2 months ago, and I was just like, I really like Pikachu. I really like the art on this card, so I was grading it just literally to get it hard cased, so I can not worry about my kids spilling stuff on it or bending it, and we can kind of toss it around a little easier. And when I got that gem in, I even messaged the guy who sold it to me, because you can message people on TCG Player, and I was like, dude, I just wanted to say thanks for selling this to me, and I actually got a perfect 10 on this. And then the guy gave me some like random response like, oh, thanks so much. We take pride in shipping our products very well. I was like, okay, dude, cool. Maybe you can be a little bit more like human. But okay, anyways, this was a super surprise. The Pikachu went from a $5, $8 card to now this is about worth $40 to $45. And the other thing with Crown Zenith is I've never opened a single Crown Zenith booster pack, so that's just like my only Crown Zenith card, unless I bought some singles somewhere. All right, Charizard. This is one I bought from a guy down the street from me. Wow, there's a line. I guess that's the scanner that put the line in the middle. But it's not an expensive card at all. It's an $8 card. Now it's a $15 card. So lost money on that one as far as grading it. All right, Lugia. Again, this was in my Costco pack when I was opening Paldea Evolved and Silver Tempest boosters. You used to be able to buy, you still can buy them at Costco. Don't recommend that though. My pull rates on those were awful. $20 card, now it's a $35 card. So I've made $5 on that card. But Lugia is one of my favorite Pokemon. All right, my Eevee cards. This is amazing. I've pulled 2 of these cards now. For those of you who don't know, very hot card. Super. It's kind of like a GameStop stock. Like it kind of spiking. People are like, oh, this is the next big Pokemon. But anything Eevee and the Eevee evolution seems to do really well. So I had 2 of these cards. I submitted both of them because I love the card so much. I was thinking maybe I'll sell one and I'll keep one. And I might still do that, but I was disappointed. One is a 9, the other one's an 8.5. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the 8.5 one, but I submitted 2. One was an 8.5. Here's the 9. All right, Wartortle. So again, the same pack. All the English 151s were all purchased through Costco that you're going to see through this video. Super disappointed on the 8, but there it is. The Eevee cards were worth about, $40 to $50 raw. And then the 8.5 is probably worth about $65 now, and then the 9's worth like $90 now. So that was a nice come up a little bit. It would have been nice to have a 10 though. The Wartortle was a $20 card. Now I think it's actually worth less. I think it's like a $15 card. Now it's still worth $15. Like grading it, if anything, probably made it worth less. Ivysaur, they got a 9. See, same pack, same pull, same day. I was doing all the same stuff, and I got a 9. So probably, some of that is the printing and the cutting and everything else. I get it, but way better. Ivysaur, it's a $10 card. Now it's a $28 card. So I pulled this in the same pack. I picked the Gengar, the full-size Gengar. So 9, really like this. Went from a $20 card to like a $30 card. All right, Erica's Invitation. So again, came from Costco, same 151 pack. Erica's Invitation was a $35 card, $30. I think it was maybe, I don't know. My base price might be way off on this, but it's worth about $35 now. I graded a lot of the trainers because a lot of people don't grade trainers. So this is cool. I wish it was a 10. Like 9.5 is just so close to a 10. But I pulled this one as well from a booster box with the Gengar and the Metagross. So the best card that I pulled, and it also got the highest grade out of those 3 cards. So not bad from that perspective. It's pretty cool. It's about a $40 card now, maybe more. This card, this card I think has potential, so I'll hold on to it and see what happens. Okay, yeah, this came from my English 151 pack. This one actually I bought a binder booster bundle on Amazon, and this came out of that, so not bad. I have 2 Japanese versions of this card as well, raw. 25. It was $25 before. It's still worth about. It was like maybe $15 to $20 before. Now it's $25. All right, Gengar. I have 2 of these. I pulled 2 Gengar Master Balls. Now, somebody tell me what's up with these, because if you go on price charting, like some people say these are worth like $200. And then, but if you go on eBay, I saw that they were selling for around, what did I write here? Yeah, like $40 for this Gem 10. So I got one 10 and one 9. I had 2 Gengars, one's a 10, one's a 9. The 10 I have at $40, the 9 I have at $15. But from my research, from other places, they're saying these are worth like $100, $200 each. I don't know. I don't plan on selling them, but it just seems like they really go all over the place on the prices on the Master Balls, especially the Gengar. All right, that's my 9 right there. Okay, another Erica's Invitation. This time it's the Japanese version. And again, just Japanese cards look so much cooler. You can see there's way more rainbow in this one than there was in that English one if you go backwards. Gem Mint, love it. It went from a $40 card to a $60 card. So it definitely went up being a 10. All right, we have Psyduck. I got a 9 on this one. It went from like a $15 card to a $36 card. So not bad on that. Jolteon, a 10. Really, really stoked about that. According to my notes here, went from a 20. It's still a $20 card. It went from a $20 card. It's still kind of worth 20. Again, though, those Master Ball prices, I was looking at what was selling on eBay. If you go on price charting, it's worth a ton more. Again, I'm not selling them. I love Eevee and Eevee Evolutions, so it was something I wanted to display and have for my own personal display. All right, and then Vaporeon, it'd be really cool. This is my first pristine 10. So for those of you who don't know, if you've been looking, there's the mint 10 and then there's the pristine. So really stoked about this. The one thing I didn't have is a Flareon. I should have done a Flareon ball so I could have one of each, but I'll have to do that next time. Next card was Snorlax. I just like Snorlax. Cool card. It's a Master Ball. Thought I'd go for it. Went from a $10 card to a $50 card potentially. Gyarados, another Pokemon I love. Super cool Pokemon. Went from like a $20 card to a $50 card. And then, so what we're doing here is we're just checking out. Most of the next couple are going to be Master Balls. So you got Lapras, Master Ball, $15 card to potentially a $40 card. I put a question mark there. I think so, about there. Slowpoke. I think I did 2 of these. Yeah, I got 2 10s. I got 2 10 Slowpokes. So I'll probably sell one. But it actually went from like, it really didn't gain much value, but it's a $30 card now. So here was my worst grade. My worst grade. 7.5. Ouch. Now, you'll notice, though, I got the Squirtle, the Venus, the Bulbasaur, and the Charmander. So I just want these for display, but I lost money on that one for sure. Like, as far as if I ever sell it. So then you got the Charmander to 8.5 to match that guy. And then the Bulbasaur. Pristine 10. Isn't that crazy? So I'm going to have, when I put these 3 together onto my display, it's going to go like 7.5, 8.5, pristine 10. Like it's going to be, Bulbasaur is going to be flexing on the other 2 Pokemon there. But yeah, I wanted to have them as a set. And like now they're just, the grading wise, they're just so all over the place. So this is a card I bought on CGC Player. It just goes to show, I don't even know why I graded it. It's not really worth much anyways. I think I have graded because Evolving Skies is so hot. I was like, you never know. Umbreon. I understand the one with the moon is much more desirable, but I thought maybe this card will have a comeback one day. All right, Cleffa. I just think it's a cool card. It's really not worth anything. I just like cards. Like whenever there's ocean or skies and stars and stuff like that, I really like those types of cards. So I graded it. All right, Venusaur 151 Japanese. Went from a $10 card, $15 card. Not much there. Gengar VMAX is another CGC player card purchase. Again, I like Gengar and I like the cards in the that are $5 to $10 cards. It really didn't go up in value at all. More Peko, Japanese. Just like the card, super colorful, donuts, all kinds of color. Just wanted it in a case. I know it's not really worth that much. Yep, went from like a $5 card to $10 card. Arbok, just really like the card. Temporal Forces, pulled it from that booster box I bought. I think I bought 2 booster boxes, so it's a total. It was like a $200 investment on all these Temporal Forces cards. But I have a ton of bulk, and I almost have the whole master set up to the 162. And $15 card, now it's like a $20 card or 10 to 20, something like that. And finally, the last card on Paldea Evolved. Not really an expensive card, just a card I think it looks cute. It's just like a cool little card to display. Went from like a $10 card to a $20 card. So again, remember everything with me shipping the cards, getting everything back. It was about $600 to grade all these cards. I probably spent $600, and I might have gained maybe a couple $100 in grading value when you look at all these cards. Plus this is my first time grading cards, and I just think the whole experience was really cool to see, and it was super fast. Like CGC super fast. I understand PSA. I could have gotten more money for a higher grade, and I also understand that some people have questions about how thorough certain companies are and all sorts of other things. I have no comment about that. What I do know is it was the cheapest option and that it was fast. Do I think, and some people say like, oh, they switch out your car. I've heard so many weird stories and things like that, but I'm super happy with it. If we go back to here's my list now, you can see I got 2 pristine 10s as the best of the best. One is the Bulbasaur, and then I probably missed the other pristine. I know there's 2. Okay, yeah, the Vaporeon was the other pristine. So 2 pristines. I had a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 10s. I have one 9.5 there, a bunch of 9s, a lot of 8s, and then just one 9.5, huh? 2 9.5s. The Iron Leaves and the Ghastly. So there you go. That was my experience. It was a lot of fun. I would definitely only do it again if I had 50 cards to get that bulk rate, because otherwise you're going to spend more getting them graded than they're going to return to you, unless you just really want them in a case or something. But anyways, everyone's coming at this at a different angle. Some people are trying to flip, some people, whatever. But that was my experience. I thought it was cool. Let me know what you all think. Take care.